All right, lads, let's talk Japan. We're about to dive into the top 10 cities you absolutely have to visit. From the neon-drenched streets of Tokyo to the Zen gardens of Kyoto, we're covering it all. So whether you're a seasoned Japanophile or a complete newbie, get ready for some serious wanderlust.
First up, the Big Daddy, the neon behemoth, Tokyo. This city is an experience unlike any other. Imagine Times Square, but multiply it by 10. Add vending machines that sell everything from hot coffee to underwear, and then throw in some incredibly polite people. Shibuya Crossing, that iconic scramble crossing you've seen a million times. Yeah, it's even crazier in person. You haven't lived until you've been swept away by a wave of humanity there.
And speaking of crazy, Tokyo is a haven for themed cafes. We're talking cat cafes, robot cafes, even cafes where owls bring you your coffee. Don't judge until you've tried it. But it's not all sensory overload. Tucked away in quiet corners, you'll find serene shrines and temples offering a moment of peace from the urban jungle.
Oh, and the food. From Michelin-starred sushi to steaming bowls of ramen, Tokyo is a culinary playground. Be prepared to loosen your belt a notch or two.
Next, we're off to Kyoto, the ancient capital of Japan. If Tokyo is the hyperactive younger sibling, Kyoto is the wise, elegant elder. Kyoto is practically bursting at the seams with temples. We're talking over 1,600 temples and shrines. You'll find yourself wandering through bamboo forests at Fushimi Inari, marveling at the golden Kinkakuji temple, and finding Zen at Ryoanji's rock garden. And let's not forget the geishas, those enigmatic figures who embody the grace and artistry of traditional Japan. If you're lucky, you might catch a glimpse of one gliding through the Gion district. The city seamlessly blends tradition with modernity. You'll find chic boutiques alongside centuries-old tea houses and cutting-edge art installations nestled among ancient temples. Kyoto is a city that invites you to slow down, to savor the moment, and to appreciate the beauty of Japanese culture.
Now hold on to your hats because we're heading to Osaka, Japan's culinary capital. They say Kyotoites are ruined by overspending on clothes, Osakans by spending on food. And let me tell you, the food in Osaka lives up to the hype. First things first, we gotta talk about takoyaki. These little octopus balls are a staple street food in Osaka. Imagine a warm, doughy embrace filled with chunks of tender octopus, crispy tempura bits, and a tangy sauce. It's pure heaven in every bite. But Osaka's culinary scene goes way beyond takoyaki. From Michelin-starred restaurants to bustling street food stalls, there's something for everyone. Be sure to try the kushikatsu, deep-fried skewers of meat and veggies, and okonomiyaki, a savory pancake loaded with your choice of toppings. Osaka is also known for its vibrant nightlife. The Dotonbori district is a sensory overload of neon lights, giant billboards, and delicious smells. It's the perfect place to grab a drink, soak up the atmosphere, and maybe belt out a tune at a karaoke bar. And the people? Osakans are known for their friendliness and their love of a good laugh. So if you're a foodie looking for an adventure, Osaka is the place to be. Next stop, Sapporo, the dynamic capital of Hokkaido, Japan's northernmost island. If you're a fan of snow, beer, and wide-open spaces, then Sapporo is calling your name. Sapporo is famous for its annual snow festival, where artists from around the world transform tons of snow and ice into breathtaking sculptures. Imagine towering castles, intricate characters from your favorite anime, and even life-sized replicas of famous landmarks, all carved from snow. But Sapporo isn't just a winter wonderland. In the warmer months, the city comes alive with festivals, beer gardens, and outdoor activities. Take a stroll through Odori Park, a green oasis in the heart of the city, or escape the urban sprawl with a hike in the nearby mountains. And of course, no trip to Sapporo is complete without a visit to the Sapporo Beer Garden and Museum. Sapporo is a city that effortlessly blends urban excitement with natural beauty.
All right, ramen lovers, this one's for you. We're off to Fukuoka, the largest city on the island of Kyushu, and a paradise for foodies and beach bums alike. Fukuoka is considered the birthplace of Hakata ramen, a style of ramen known for its rich pork bone broth and thin, straight noodles. Trust me, one slurp of this creamy, flavorful broth, and you'll understand why Fukuoka is a ramen lover's dream. The city boasts a vibrant street food scene, with stalls selling everything from fresh seafood to grilled gyoza. Be sure to check out the yatai, open-air food stalls that pop up along the river at night, for a truly authentic Fukuoka experience. And if you need a break from all that delicious food, Fukuoka has got you covered. The city is home to beautiful beaches, just a short train ride from the city center. Imagine yourself soaking up the sun, swimming in crystal clear waters, and enjoying the laid-back vibes of Fukuoka's coastal areas. Fukuoka is a city that has it all: delicious food, stunning beaches, and a relaxed atmosphere.
Our journey takes us to Hiroshima, a city forever etched in history. While Hiroshima carries the weight of the past, it's also a testament to the resilience of the human spirit and the power of peace. A visit to the Hiroshima Peace Memorial Park and Museum is a deeply moving experience. The museum tells the story of the atomic bombing and its devastating aftermath, while the park serves as a poignant reminder of the importance of peace. Take some time to reflect at the Genbaku Dome, the skeletal remains of the only building left standing near the hypocenter of the blast. It's a stark reminder of the destructive power of war and a symbol of hope for a more peaceful future. But Hiroshima is more than just its history. The city has rebuilt itself into a vibrant modern metropolis with a thriving cultural scene. Hiroshima is a city that will stay with you long after you've left.
Get ready for an overload of cuteness because we're off to Nara, home to hundreds of freely roaming deer. These friendly deer are considered sacred messengers of the gods, and they roam freely throughout Nara Park. You can buy special deer crackers to feed them, but be warned, these deer are not afraid to bow for treats, and might even give you a gentle nudge if you're not quick enough. But Nara is much more than just deer, although they are pretty great. The city is home to some of Japan's oldest and most impressive temples, including Todaiji Temple, which houses a giant bronze Buddha statue. And when you're ready for a sugar rush, be sure to try Nara's famous mochi. Nara is a city that perfectly blends history, nature, and a touch of whimsy.
Next up, we're heading to Yokohama, a vibrant port city located just south of Tokyo. Yokohama is a city of contrasts, where modern skyscrapers tower over traditional gardens, and where the flavors of the world mingle in its bustling streets. One of Yokohama's most iconic landmarks is the Yokohama Landmark Tower, one of the tallest buildings in Japan. Take a ride up to the observation deck for panoramic views of the city, the harbor, and even Mount Fuji on a clear day. Yokohama is also home to Japan's largest Chinatown, a vibrant neighborhood bursting with delicious food, colorful shops, and traditional Chinese temples. For a more modern experience, head to the Minato Mirai 21 district, a futuristic waterfront area home to museums, amusement parks, and even a giant Ferris wheel. Yokohama is a city that seamlessly blends the old and the new, the east and the west.
Get ready to step back in time because we're off to Nagoya, a city steeped in history and home to one of Japan's most impressive castles. Nagoya Castle, with its gleaming golden dolphins, is a sight to behold. Explore the castle grounds, learn about the city's samurai past, and imagine the grandeur of feudal Japan. But Nagoya is more than just castles. The city is also a major industrial center, home to Toyota Motor Corporation. Car enthusiasts won't want to miss the Toyota Commemorative Museum of Industry and Technology, where you can learn about the evolution of the automobile. And of course, no trip to Nagoya would be complete without sampling some of the local delicacies. Nagoya is a city that effortlessly blends history, industry, and culinary delights.
Our final stop takes us to Kanazawa, a hidden gem on the coast of the Sea of Japan. Kanazawa is a city that exudes a sense of timeless elegance, with its well-preserved samurai districts, stunning gardens, and traditional crafts. Step back in time at the Kenrokuin Garden, one of Japan's 3 great gardens. Wander through the meticulously landscaped grounds, admire the seasonal flowers, and find tranquility in this oasis of peace. Next, lose yourself in the narrow streets of the Higashi Chaya district, a beautifully preserved entertainment district where geishas once entertained wealthy patrons. Today, the traditional wooden tea houses have been transformed into shops, cafes, and restaurants, but the district retains its enchanting atmosphere. Kanazawa is also famous for its gold leaf production. Kanazawa is a city that will captivate your senses and transport you to a bygone era.
So there you have it, our whirlwind tour of Japan's top 10 must-visit cities. From the neon-drenched streets of Tokyo to the Zen gardens of Kyoto, from the culinary delights of Osaka to the historical significance of Hiroshima, Japan has something to offer every type of traveler. Until next time, happy travels.